Hey, what's up, gamers? This is Skelemystyk. Welcome back to another edition of Grub Guardian Guide to the Gold. This time, at long last, after making you guys suffer and wait for just a little bit too long, I think, we're going to be doing the Krokosphinx, which is the final map of Krokotopia, and is a little bit tough. As you can see, I silver medaled it in practice the first time, and didn't quite make it there. Now, you're going to look at this map and say, what are you talking about? You don't know your job at all. There's only one path to the food. This is going to be so easy to do. Well, it's really not. I'm going to start out with the Guardians that you see here, mainly because they're going to be able to bottleneck the whole thing. And at the beginning, it does work out for you that there's only a single line to the food. But just about 3 or maybe 4 waves down here, it gets busier than a one-legged man at a butt-kicking contest, let me tell you. Thick. These guys are thick, and a lot of them are tough, and they don't want to take no crap. So you really are going to have to stack up the Guardians after about the 3rd wave or so, more than I even got here. And we're going to stack those up as I go. At the beginning, you can just use the weasels, and it's not so bad. But I'd say about the 3rd or 4th wave in, you're going to start switching up. You're going to start adding in some ice attackers to slow them down, because there's just, towards the final waves, there's just too many of them. They have elephants that come out, and they have ice colossus that come out, and they have krakens that come out. And none of them want to seem to die. They don't want to do me the courtesy of just getting the heck off the board fast. And they won't want to do the courtesy for you either. As you can see here, get a little sip of water to wet the whistle there. As you can see here, these gators and stuff like that aren't so bad. They take the bonus damage. Whenever it flashes in red there, that's bonus damage. And they're not too hard to deal with. And you can clear this up, no problem. But you're going to want to start putting about wave 8 or maybe 7. You're going to want to start putting down your extra Guardians and your extra Snow Guardians or Ice Guardians, just like this. Because once those big crocs come out like you have here, then you're starting in trouble. Those big crocs are the first ones that really just don't want to take any damage. They really want to plow through you no matter what you do. And you're going to need more than the usual amount of Guardians here. You'll still score a gold and you'll still score high, so don't worry about that. But you're going to have to get things firing fast, firing hard, and slow them down hard as well. Just like I'm doing here. And as you can see, my gold isn't mounting up and my extra silver coins aren't mounting up very much just because of all the Guardians you need at the beginning. But we'll get there. The numbers will add up as you see at the end of it. Now see, again, with these little crocs, not so bad. The little crocs and the little alligators, not so bad. It's only really the big guys and the krakens that take so much energy or take so much damage to kill. And there's one of my krakens right there. This is also why I put those extra couple Guardians down on the bottom leg, not only to bottleneck it at the beginning, but to get those extra hits in from that gateway. If you're lucky and they come from the long gateway, it won't be too much trouble at all. But sometimes they'll just come from that top gateway and they'll overcrowd you. You've really got to have all that damage out all along the bottom, or I mean all along the top of the trail there. My mouth is really dry tonight. I'm not quite sure why. Keep taking these little pauses to sip. You see what I mean there? There's that group of kraken, and they're dying a lot slower than any of the little alligators are. I think we get down here a couple more waves. They send out a wave of all great big ice Guardians, and it's so thick you can't see yourself. This map also doesn't have one great big huge hit point boss at the end like some other maps do. I don't know why, with being a 4th world map. You would think it would be the toughest one. I mean, as far as the great big bosses at the end, you think it would be the toughest one to do so far. And I think that there's actually a couple earlier maps that are a little bit tougher than this one. This map just really gets you in the sheer numbers of stuff they put out. Well, that's not entirely true. It gets you in the sheer numbers and the fact that some of them are really, really tough. The elephants are probably the toughest ones, and they send a half a dozen of them out, I think, in one wave. But they send them out with a bunch of other big things too. Alright, there's that next wave done. And here comes the dreaded Wave 3. With all kinds of Krakens at, and here comes the Ice Colossus. See, this is what I mean. And this isn't even the most Ice Colossus that you'll get. Oh, there they come. There's a bunch of them. Even so, not the thickest yet. Wait till they get really, really thick. This isn't it yet. There we go. It's so thick you can't see your pets or your towers. And I know at this point it looks like I'm not going to make it, but I will. I will. This has been very, very hard tested over a long period of foolishness. This little Kraken's coming up behind thinking they're not going to get any of it. Alright, there we go. See what I mean? They just throw it like BAM! They just throw 20 of them out there all at the same time. The first time I played this, I was like, wait, what? Because they do. They don't even come out of the bottom gate too much. Look at this. It's just, it's thick. I'm surprised they aren't going slow getting in each other's way. Did you see they have a elephant? No, I thought they had an elephant in there, but they don't have it yet. The elephants will be for the next wave, the final one. This is why, on this map, the Ice Guardians are just as useful as the Avalon Guardians. If I didn't slow this down, I would never make it. And I don't think I would make it with any of the other Guardians either. I haven't done very well with Fire or Storm or any of those. A lot of these mobs that come through here have a particular school Guardian that they're vulnerable to, just like the game. But this is still, again, the best strategy I've found. Just loading up with the Ice and the Avalon. There we go. We got these guys, and then the final mass. This one has the elephants in it, I do believe, and they are really, really tough. They'll make it further than anything else. See, there he is. 2. I forget even how many they bring out. 3. 4. There, I think it's 6 of them. 4. 5. And they all came from that top gate, too. Only 5? I thought there was 6, huh? But see, here comes the big gators to back them up. And the problem with those elephants is, too, all my towers are concentrated firing on them, and a lot of these bigger alligators get by this far simply because, you know, they're not, the Avalon Guardians aren't firing at them because they're working on the elephants so much. And packed up a little bit here, but again, I think that the bottlenecking is the best way. It gets them slowed down. It gives you, like, you probably get 1,000 shots each on them. There we go. That's the score. 6,006. And this is going, oh, there's a gold medal, and this is going to get me come on, cough up the dough. Pay up the moolah. There we go. An Ambrose bomb and a zebra bravery shield housing decoration. Well, at least we're out of the gold. Alright guys, that is it for the Krokosphinx. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, a good hard tap, because it's going to help me out. And as well, share this video, because that's going to help me out too. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and until next time, this is Skelemystyk reminding you that whatever else you do, always love the game. Peace! Hey, what's up gamers, this is Skelemystyk. I am here today in the PvP grounds, because we have the free tourney weekend. I thought that between myself and the other noobs, we might do a little bit of matches here and a little bit of matches there. And I have started it all off with the 1v1 that is coming up in just 9 minutes. Thought I might record